Shoo! We're laying pipe today, boys. Here we go. We're at the pipe store. We are gonna get some drainage pipe for the fish hatchery. I mean, look at all this pipe. Kind of want to get one of these giant ones. Maybe make an underground tunnel somewhere. But the boys are already loaded up. You can see we're getting some pipe. We're doing 4-inch pipe that goes in between the ponds, and then the exit pipe that goes from basically the last dam out will be 6 inches. So that way we ensure that if for some reason there's a ton of rain or something like that, it'll get out quicker than it's coming in, or even quicker than it's getting transferred amongst the ponds. Essentially, the last pond is that real big one. We got to make sure the water gets out of there, because if anything's going to blow out and really do any damage, it'll be that last dam. You ready to lay some pipe?
Yeah.
Banjo's excited.
Since 1969.
Since 1969, about to lay some pipe. What, huh?
We need to move this fat one.
But we need 2 of the big guys, no?
We can grab another one, just tell them. Pay for them up there.
Okay. So we got six little ones. So this should be able to go in between each pond easily. This guy goes out the dam, but in case we need an extra, because you may want to, like run it, because you don't want it pouring out. I'd say 4 for the main, like 4, and then you could probably put 2 over the top of the other 2. So like I said, 4 inches, which again, it's all underkill. I know some of you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, Flair's gonna flood the whole county, he's gonna blow out. What we're gonna do, well, one, we have to use a transfer pump, like a 3-inch transfer pump. But once the actual lake is hooked up to the hatchery ponds, all we have to do is we're gonna have a diverter, so we fill the ponds up, and when we leave, we shut it. It'll never be able to just rain and flow into these ponds. And basically what's gonna happen is if we get there and we're like, oh, the hatchery ponds are low, open it and let it fill for the day and then shut it. We're gonna manage it the whole time. Unsupervised flowage is not allowed with this bad boy, so that way it'll save money. Those 6-inch pipes are double the price of these 4s. We're trying to save costs here. I think we're gonna be all right. I don't think there's gonna be that much hydraulic pressure and that much going on. So I think we'll be all right. Anyways, we got 2 of the 6s, 6 of the 4s. We should be good to go. We're gonna strap this bad boy down and head out to the ranch and start laying that pipe. Stay tuned. Pipe strap down. We're DOT approved for sure. All right, see you guys at the ranch. Shoo! We're laying pipe today, folks. We got a couple different ideas. We talked to Chad, make sure we didn't mess this up. This is a 6-incher, Big Mama, that goes from this pool to this pool. We got 4-inchers to go there. If you guys are new here, you guys should watch the other videos. We built this whole thing. We cleared all the trees. We dug 6 hatchery ponds ourselves with our equipment, BEEFCAKE Construction LLC. So we got 3 little ponds here, 2 medium ponds there, and 1 giant pond there. So the connectors are gonna be 4 inches. The 6-inch daddies is what dumps this section into the next section, just because if one of these dams blows out, which they shouldn't, it's not that big of a deal. What we don't want, these are our roads, okay? This is how we get equipment, construction equipment, trucks. We need the roads to make sure they don't blow out, because if you blow out the roads, you can't work on these, right? So I can keep my excavator here on the road and reach that pond, reach that pond. There's a road over there to reach that pond. So if there's any continual maintenance, these roads have to be here. So if we have a blowout and it blows out the main road, you can't fix it. Well, you can, it's just gonna make it a lot harder because you can't get access to each pond. So we're putting in 6-inch pipes just to ensure, in case Katrina hits, we don't have a blowout. They really should be bigger than this, but Chad was like 4 inches, kind of small. I'm like, what do you mean, Chad? 4 inches is average. I don't, what is that supposed to mean? Anyways, we're gonna try it. He said it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And then that's like the exit pipe. We're gonna need 2, so just make the whole thing 4s. What I just said was a complete lie. We're running 4s the whole way. We don't have enough 6-inch pipe. So we were gonna run 6-inch from this pond to save the dam. I lied. All right, here we go, boys. Getting the old mini excavator. What are you thinking? Should I dig on this side? You want the pipe over here?
It's narrower right here by where your bucket is.
Okay. You want to roll that pipe just out just a hair then? Another thing we should do is we should lay the pipe down and then paint a line so I can actually follow a straight line. Oh God, she's dense.
We did drive heavy equipment over it.
We might be getting the big dog. I feel like that's gonna take a while. What do you think? Should we go get the big dog?
I think you should. We go way faster at the big dog.
I think I might go get the big dog.
Oh yeah?
I'm like 2 scoops in going, why are we doing this? The ground's hard. It's like almost frozen.
I think the big one will do the trick.
All right, I'll get Big Sheila out here, and we'll clean it up with this guy.
Yeah.
But we can get Big Sheila out of here. Stay tuned. All right, Big Sheila. I was trying to show the mini some love, but I got spoiled with this guy. Now, I'm not very patient.
If you want to.
I didn't want to fill it up too much. It's still rock hard.
No, I think you're...
God, this dirt sucks.
Why is everything frozen?
It's frozen. Yeah, I can take the mini and scrape it around a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that'd probably be more efficient.
I don't know if that helps or not. I don't know how we're gonna get a seal around this pipe. This sucks. If only had the skid. Come in here and put some nice fluffy dirt on it, run over it. Big pipe. A little high and a little high and a little low, but you know, I don't know. This isn't our best laying pipe job, I can tell you that much. We've done better. Why don't, as I say, if you want to jump in that, you can push that dirt in and I'll throw that dirt on top of it. It'll be good. I think we got the first pipe in. It took a lot longer than it should have. It's not ideal. This is probably one of the worst piping jobs I've ever done. I'm sure you professional pipe layers are gonna just have a heyday with us, but all I know is it's running that way to that way, and it's about 2 feet below grade. It might be a little shy of that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, at least we got the clay on it. This stuff, worthless. So we got some nice clay on it, packing it in a little bit. We'll let it rain. It's gonna naturally settle. I mean, this stuff ain't gonna have water on it for a while. I mean, we got a little bit of time. Probably gonna be, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days in between until we get some rain this week. We'll let the rain happen. Hopefully fill these bad boys up. We should be good. I don't know. I feel like we might want to dig the next one a little deeper just to be safe. I don't think it's not gonna hurt going a little bit deeper. Your only issue that you might have potentially is when you put the pipe that goes from this pond to that pond. If this one is for some reason at the same level, if not higher, then the water's gonna go in that one first. Not at the end of the world. They're all gonna hold water. I'm trying to make it perfect. And you know, doing this for the first time, it's kind of hard to be perfect at something that you've never done before. So anyways, pipe number 1 done. Over there, pipe number 2. Yes, for some reason, we're beasts at this one. Look, this one's ready. That pipe is in, packed full of clay. We didn't really make that big of a mess. That one looks like ass. I think the dirt threw us off a little bit. This one's literally done. I mean, we packed it. I took that thing and started smacking it down. I hope I didn't crack the pipe. This thing is solid. This thing, it's done. We dug it out perfectly clean. We got exactly the level we wanted. Life is good. That pipe might be sitting higher than that. Dude, does that pipe look higher than that pipe? Okay, good. Because I was just thinking, if for some reason this pipe was higher than that pipe, then we're not in good shape. Because then the water's gonna go over there and that thing's gonna overflow. So this one looks lower than that.
Yeah.
Okay, because from here it doesn't. So wow, are we supposed to get rain today, or how's that going?
It looks like we're gonna.
Better get them pipes in. So I think the next one we're gonna do is this middle one. So I can back up, spin, dig that one out, and then go this way, dig this one out. We just need one, this one to go there, and then we're done besides the outflow. So, no, for some reason this pipe did pretty darn good. I don't know why we did better at this one than the other one. But anyways, let's go ahead and put the third one in. Stay tuned. my back out. Dude, we're getting good at that. I could probably walk up and down this guy, huh?
Yeah. You can go down there?
Yeah, I want to go look. Matthews can't get out. I can't see the other side. Is that not good?
You shouldn't be able to see light.
There's not a single glimpse of light.
No.
You think we crushed it? There's no light.
You can't see?
No, it's pitch black. Oh, this one's turned. Oh, yeah, no, this one's shaped like my...
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, if you can do the yeah, that's a little water test, yeah. We're digging the last one. We still don't know what's correct. We hadn't figured it out. We hadn't figured out if the outflows need to be higher than the inflows need to be lower than the outflows, because it all, like, Chad basically told us they can all be level, and it's not going to make a difference as long as your outflow, the last outflow, meaning like literally the very last outflow, is pointed down. Because there's like a chance this whole thing doesn't work, or there's a chance it works just fine. So that's where we're at right now. We don't really know what to do with our lives. Shoo! Oh, man. Math. Not our strength. So we're back to square one. So some of you guys are probably like,
you want your outflows lower than your inflows.
But listen, Rick, you do that, you start running into one of these guys. We got like 4 feet of water here now instead of 8 to 12. It's fine. This one's not a big deal. But what we're saying is our master outflow, which we're about to go put in, we're just gonna put about 1.5 feet below shallowest bank here, which is gonna be that corner. Call it a day and let everything fill up all at once. The whole thing should go. And then, once it's full, it should go out that way. The only way we messed up is if that outflow is higher than one of those banks over there, or there, or there, or yeah, or anywhere. That's it. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way we messed up, Chris. It's the only way.
You think?
No, we definitely messed up a lot. Pipe's been laid. That was our best trench. It's because we used the mini the way you're supposed to. That trench looks really good. Big outflow, big 6-inch daddy. Well, gonna get the sucker backfilled, and I think the hatchery's done. Just gotta pray for some rain. Stay tuned. Shoo! All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Been about a week or so waiting for that rain. You can see everything greened up nicely. Today's the day. We've been prepping for this for a straight week, trying to figure out how to get the water over there. That's the hatchery. You guys saw us build all of them. 6 ponds in total. Been raining and they're bone dry.
Yeah, we don't have an outflow yet, so, and the lake level isn't high enough to...
Yeah, I don't know if this lake's ever gonna fill. We might just be, I don't know if it's ever gonna, like, we've had decent rain in the last week. I don't know, maybe at least a couple inches. And I mean, the lake's filling, but not, I mean, it doesn't look great. It looks about the same before I paid Chad to build this whole dam. And the whole dam, I think the dam's just about done. He's still sloping stuff up, but yeah, that's, I mean, the water's actually lower now than it was when I bought the place, because that was actually water over there. So we've gone reverse. We built the dam and it's actually gone backwards. It's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good to get fishable water in here this summer. And Chad even warned me. He's like, hey, before you go spend a bunch of money putting a nice cabin over there, you might want to make sure this lake fills. And I was like, Chad, it'll fill. Chad, it'll fill, right? Chad, there's a chance I just spent like a couple $100,000 getting a nice lake built for it to not be a lake. Luckily, in an abstract way, we have not been able to order the cabin. I know, you guys are like, Flair, didn't you say the cabin was gonna be in and built in April? That I did, sir. That I did, or ma'am, for that matter. Yeah, COVID's got everybody freaking out, not being able to get nothing done. And so I actually have not even been able to order the building. Maybe this is just it's a sign. You know when like there's signs that pop up in life and you're like, you just ignore it? I'm ignoring this one right now. We already put the money into the lake. Can't really undo that one, but maybe we shouldn't put, another $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 into a nice hunting cabin. I don't know what it's gonna cost. I haven't gotten the bid yet. Just the prices are insane, so I'm just assuming it's gonna be that. So maybe before we do that, maybe we should make sure the lake fills. I guess if the lake doesn't fill, then don't build a cabin. I don't know what's happening right now. I just like, there's this weird shift of like, hey, maybe your plans are not gonna come to fruition like you had hoped for. Or they just tell me I need to be patient, and then boom, we'll have a lake, and someday we'll have a nice cabin. But all I'm gonna say is I'm sorry. I was planning on making a bunch of cabin building videos where we go in and finish the inside, we hang the drywall, run the Romex, we build it. That was this summer's plan. It's not gonna happen this summer. I hate to break you guys bad news. It's just, all that I know, we've got a sweet looking hatchery that we built with that nice excavator over there. I ended up getting rid of the dozer because it was too small, and I don't know if I wanna buy a new one yet. See what I'm saying? Like everything's kind of like, hang on, Flair, maybe you should just calm down and maybe don't stop spending all your money, because the dozer's tracks were too narrow, so I got rid of that, and I'm looking for an LGP, low ground pressure. Have not been able to find one, so we're just taking a step back, taking a chill pill. The boys are out here. We are gonna try to pump the water from here into the hatchery. We have the skid loader. We have to replace one pipe. You guys saw us put the pipes in, so we're gonna try to fix that today. We don't have the mini, but we've got the big excavator, and we have to try to get water into those guys, start filling them up. We have 2 transfer trash pumps to try and get the water from there to there, but the trash pumps don't pump great uphill, like up and over this dam. You guys probably can't see, but it's super steep. So I don't know if this is gonna work. So I brought a pool. I had a pool laying around the house. Hopefully to take one of the trash pumps, pump the water into the pool, the other trash pump the water from the pool into that first hatchery, and I'm probably have to get in the excavator and make a canal to pump the water in it. Anyways, the plan today, I know I just blabbered a whole bunch. The plan today is try to get water in there. So you guys just enjoy us trying to, what's going on?
Now that we're ready to roll.
Okay, here, you might hang out. You good? Yeah.
One side of he's just on beefcake, I guess.
Is this just on Roy's all of a sudden, or what's the deal here? Okay, so we're taking just that one then?
Yeah, this is the end that has to go. I should have rolled it the other way because we just rolled it down the hill, but we're backwards if I roll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I kind of want to see that thing go down the hill, to be honest with you. Let's see it.
Oh,
let's see what's going on.
It's falling inside.
Here, I'm gonna step on this, so don't take it with it.
That worked real good.
Rap.
Give her a chuck.
Oh God.
There it goes. Big
Now he's got to take this all the way down the other side here. That's quite a bit of hose.
That's about half of it, and it rolled down the hill, so hopefully we can make it all the way.
We might be able to make it all the way. That's gonna be darn. I still think I'm gonna have to take the excavator and knock that out, which is fine. Wow, that hose is long.
It's 300 foot.
Oh wow. We might be in business, folks. We'll get this whole thing laid out and show you guys the final thing, and maybe the water will work. Stay tuned. I think we're gonna make it with just that one hose we rolled down the hill. It was longer than I thought. The biggest question is, do we have enough water pressure? Does this pump have enough nuts to get her up that hill? I'm nervous. If it doesn't, I don't really know what our plan B is, to be honest. We don't really have a plan B. Let's see if we can get this pipe in the water and get her fired up.
I have to clear out some lawn.
See if we can grab some bullfrogs for lunch.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there's one right there. Look at that sucker. All right. Oh, there's one right there. Bullfrog. I might get stuck. Too bad Banjo in here.
Oh yeah, you see this?
What's going on?
The brand of these couplers is Banjo.
No!
Yeah, look.
Banjo! What the hell, Banjo? What the hell, Banjo? He ain't even here.
No, he likes to skip out on
big sleep in guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Buddy, should have brought the old tank, son.
Oh God. Yeah, good luck.
There's a good chance I get stuck out here.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hand me that end?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're gonna get past it. Going in.
Don't fall. Man, that mud stinks. That's probably far enough.
Wow.
Yeah?
No, it just smells.
Oh yeah, I can smell it from here. Oh, I usually put it through that square.
This? Yeah. Okay.
We'll unscrew this side, feed it back through.
Okay.
Yeah?
I could sit in here all day.
Look out.
Slide it through. Hoi. As good as I can get it for now.
All right. She should prime up. We're good. That We're cutting it off.
Good? Let's go!
It went over that hill too. We don't need to trench it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it went right over it.
Seriously?
There you go. Oh. Yeah, you need help?
Oh, there goes the boot.
Did you lose the boot?
Man down.
Oh God, that smells.
Doesn't that smell nice?
Yeah, I don't want to ride home with you.
Wife's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that went way better than I thought.
I think we did it with one pump and one hose with two of the hatcheries.
All right, well, add a little corrugate and we're there, right?
Yeah, put it into the
pond.
pond.
All right, let's go fill the pond. Look how close we were, ladies and gentlemen. Right there, we're just trying to get it down there. Right, that's it. If we knocked that out, we'd be there. We got some corrugated, I think we'll be all right. Ideally, this should flow into this pond, that pond, that pond, that pond, that pond, that pond. Maybe we should just do it before we replace the pipe, and maybe it works fine. I think we should try it. I really think we should, because I think there's gonna be so much seepage, because this is as dry as the Sahara Desert, that even if we get it all full today, which probably won't happen, get it all full today, and then all of a sudden that pipe is, you know, not really ideal, we just stop pumping it, and tomorrow this thing will be drawn back down. The only way this thing stays full is when the lake is really getting it, which it ain't getting it right now. So, hey, I think we should just roll the dice and hope that pipe that works.
Really?
Yeah, what's wrong with it? It's a nice pipe.
I mean, the end of the pipe, I think, is higher than the bank of the lake.
What if we cut it down?
Yeah, we can do that. We have a long time to decide if we want to change that pipe before the water's
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. All right, we'll be all right. Okay, so anyways, we might not replace the pipe. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might figure out something else. It's gonna make watching paint dry. But there's other things we can do. We can pull trees in one of the food plots we're doing. We could mow, we can spray, we can plant beans in a food plot. There's a million projects here at the ranch. So, I mean, there's lots of opportunities. So, all right, let's get some corrugated out and we should be in business. Bingo. All right, so we don't need this. Somehow.
Just slide it up over. I do have duct tape.
Should be fine. So it's gonna wash out a hole there, but we think if we have the hose too far down, then it'll start back pressuring, pushing back. So then we might not have enough hydraulic pressure to push it down.
Crank it on.
Crank it on. Pump that water. Pump that water. Oh, rip. Oh. Whoa! We're flowing. We're doing it. We're flowing. Look at the water. There goes, that's the hatchery right there, boys. That's what we got going. That's quite a bit of water, actually. I mean, that's flowing like Bill Owen, son. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get this dialed in, but I think we're gonna have a decent amount of seepage. But this pond is gonna be a bait fish pond, so either crawfish, tadpoles, minnows, whatever. And then once this is full, there's a pipe that connects this one. Then this will fill with water. And this same thing, this is bait pond. It could be tadpoles, crawfish, minnows, anything like that, any type of bait. Goes in this one. Then there's another pipe that connects these guys. This one I think is the shallowest, so maybe this will be the crawfish one. This one's not very deep at all. Then it goes into here. Then there's another pipe right there, and that flows into that one. That's the one we were gonna replace. Looking at it now, I think it's settled. It looks fine. It really doesn't look that bad. I think we're fine. I would just leave it for now. This side at least looks good. I'll look on this side. Oh, I see why, because see, the pipe is angled up a little bit, but maybe the hydraulic pressure will do it. Then this goes into this. So this is a bigger one. This would be like crappie, bluegill, any type of middle-sized fish. Not like the top-tier predators, but any middle type fish is what we're gonna put in there. Then, just like the rest of them, there's a pipe right here that connects them to this pond over here. So this would be number 5, the 5th pond goes into here. Same thing, crappies, bluegills, stuff like that. And then the last pipe is this guy here. That pipe goes across here into this mamma jamma. This is 100 by, I think, 40, 100 by 35. This is your giant predator pond. Catfish, bass, you name it, big mamas go down right in here. So the water has to go from one to the other, 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 to get to here. I don't know how quickly it's gonna happen. I mean, there's quite a bit of water, but essentially, again, we're gonna have to babysit this thing. We tried to get extra tanks, extra gas fuel tanks that can pump gas into it, and we ordered a bunch of them and none of them will fit. And we tried for like, you know, the whole week to get all the materials and couldn't make it happen. So we're just gonna have to babysit it today and keep filling it up. But like this right here, we can take care of this. We got the skid loader, do a little bit of dirt work. We didn't bring the tooth buckets. We didn't plan on actually doing dirt work, but I think we are gonna do some now. So we'll have to move some of these logs, flatten this out, kind of just smooth up this whole area. Just like any of these, we can just knock down all these, pack it all in. At least, again, basically we're watching water get pumped in. It's a little more exciting than watching paint dry, but not by a lot. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be, let me check a time. I wanna see how long it takes for the first pool to fill up. It's 10:30. Yeah, I'd say it'd be about a week. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a few years. Stay tuned. Shoo! All right, well, that water. Wow, that wasn't English. Well, the water is pumping, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get to work. We got the old tree puller. This is gonna be a dove food plot. It's gonna be a sunflower field. This whole thing is gonna be sunflower. So this is by the entrance gate's there. And so we're like, well, they're not gonna do anything here. We don't really want to attract deer here because there's a road, but it could be sunflowers for some doves. And so we need to come in and disc this thing. So still mow it, spray it, disc it, which we're running pretty much behind on time. But the problem is, look at all these cedar trees. Though your discer don't do great through cedar, so we don't want to do that. So we've got a tree puller. I've never used it. You've never used one, have you?
I have not.
So the ones we can leave are the ones along the fence.
Okay.
Because we could just let them grow up for screening, you know,
okay,
over their lifetime. But we want to pull all the ones that are inside of the field. So, you know, from the edge of the fence, maybe 15, 20 feet this way.
Okay.
Anything that's this way of it, we gotta pluck them all. I think that's what we're gonna get worked on here, is getting this. The boys, Papa Beefcake, Chris, and Jake took off. We're gonna go pick up 2 tractors of Chris's. My tractor is in storage. I don't have a trailer to bring it back here, unfortunately. It'll be here by the end of the week, but we're in a time crunch. So they're gonna go get 2 different tractors and bring them here, and we're gonna try to plant some soybeans today and potentially till this up. I don't know if we're gonna try spraying it first. I don't know. We're just gonna, basically, there's water going in, and we got about an hour and a half before we have to go back and refill it. So we got 4 or 5 dudes out here. We're gonna try to get some ranch land management done. Try to get the sunflower field prepped as good as we possibly can, get some soybeans in the ground, and basically get to work. And I'll take you guys along with us, show you all the stuff we're doing, and then every hour or so we'll go back and check on the water level, and hopefully by the end of the day today, we got a fish hatchery, so stay tuned. Couple hours, folks. As you saw, we were getting some stuff done, got them trees pulled, and wha-bam, we got about a third of one of our 6 ponds. And like I said before, a third of this is a 1/6 of that, is a 1/12 of that. AKA, I'm not sure we're getting water in these bad boys. I'm not sure my vision was so good. FLAIR is gonna have the sweetest hatchery at his ranch to raise the biggest fish you've ever darn did see. I guess I didn't realize how much water it would take. I think that's I wanna say that's a 300 gallon a minute. So we've pumped, a lot of gallon, couple 100, tens, a lot of water. And I would say we're not a third of the way full on this bad boy. I mean, it's still spraying, it's still pumping. As you can see, it's giving her hell as much as it can. I'm not sure today we're even gonna see it get to see if it'll go to the next one. And the problem is we can't even have this thing run overnight because we got some extension tanks that don't even work. Let's just say it's been 2 hours, okay? And it's got a third of it. So that means 5 hours per pool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Not including seepage. 50 hours of pump time to get them full, according to my calculations. 2 days of pumping. And right now we're 2 hours in, which means we've got a lot more than what we've got going. And we've had to fill it up already twice. So every hour we have to go, we're doing the chores, we're pulling the trees, we're doing all that, and then we come fill it up. So now it's full. I just filled it up. It's still going. We're gonna go get, the rest of the boys went up to get tractors. They're gonna go get the tractors and bring the tractors back, and we're gonna get to planting some soybean. We're sitting here like, we're just watching, it's like watching paint dry or grass grow. It's just watching this thing full. So might as well get some stuff done. So let's go plant some beans. Shoo, we're farming. We got the old tiller going. Jake's doing loop-de-loops, and we got Chris. Shout out to Chris for bringing 2 tractors. Showed up with the toys, ready to rock and roll. So we got the 2 tractors, and this is an old gem. I like this thing.
I think it's a 2012 model.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you putting in there? Some soybeans and some inoculant? Is that what's inoculant do?
Inoculant, like it helps with germination.
Okay.
Jake bought it.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to just help. Make sure it works.
Make sure that everything you do
is worth the time and energy and money and effort that we're putting into it. So
this is how, on this fancy 2012 planter,
okay,
you tell where you're at.
Yeah, how much you have left, because it'll go down. The old gravity.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna get this thing tilled up and planted with soybeans. So this is, for those guys that have been watching videos, this is not the boomerang plot, the other plot, the west plot is what we called this one. I didn't shoot any deer out of there. We had somebody from Uncut come down and hunt and shot one out of here. This is also where we saw the freak. The freak lives down in those woods. So we did see some deer out here. We shot one, and our other plot, we're gonna try to get all of them done today. I don't know if it's gonna possibly happen. Water's getting it. Basically, it's like while we're letting the water go, we might as well get some stuff done. So Jake's on tractor duty. Chris is on tractor duty, and we got all those stumps pulled. I don't think we're gonna be able to get done today, because that one we need to mow it, and then we need to spray it, and then we need to plant it. That's sunflowers. This is beans. So this is deer. The sunflowers is dove. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this food plot completely done, planted, and ready to go. Hopefully we get some rain tonight and get some germination. Stay tuned. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you ever just have a dream, have a vision, think this gonna be the coolest thing ever? I'm gonna go buy all this equipment, make these really cool YouTube videos for you guys, and then it all just doesn't work. We are in a predicament, folks. We have been battling the water situation for about 4 days now, since you guys saw it. I know, from what you guys saw, you're probably like, man, Flair, pond's filling up nicely. Yeah, I just gotta, get to fill up the rest of them. And so, we weren't able to come out the day after we filled them up. And so Chris was out here, and I said, hey, can you just go ahead and, maybe refuel the pumps, and let's just keep pumping the water. Just keep pump it up. And he came out the next morning after the first pond was 3/4 full, and it looked like this. It still looks like this. It has not changed. This was the one we filled up, and it is bone dry. And so I told him, I said, well, so maybe it was just this one. Maybe for some reason this one wasn't sealed great. Let's just try the one next to it. It's a little shallower. Maybe it's got some better clay. So we filled up the second one, and after 1 day, it looks like that, dry as a bone. So I'm like, all right, I think we got a problem here, folks. I think the clay wasn't packed. I thought we hit clay, but I guess not. The clay wasn't packed, but if you guys watched the entire series, we did pack one of the ponds, only one. We brought in the dozer and the excavator and actually rolled, packed it, smoothed it out, because we built the ramp down in it. And so that was the first one, the big one, the bass, the catfish, the big predator pond. So then I was like, all right, Chris, I was like, can you run the pipe all the way to the other one? Because we need to figure out basically, is it a soil issue, or is it just the fact that it's not packed? Because we can probably get some packers in here. I've seen packers that go in the front of an excavator boom, and you can roll it and pack it. And I've heard you can bring bentonite in and get some clay. I was like, we'll figure it out. I ain't all that worried about it. And well, that's what it looks like. And I know you guys are thinking, well, Flair, there's some nice water right there. That's what we pumped in when we got here. We turned on the pump for an hour, came down, we were messing with it off camera just to see if we could get it to work. And the pump shut off after an hour. And that's what we're stuck with, is that. But this thing was full, about 6 to 8 inches full across the board. Chris filled it up. That was last night. This morning, it looks like this.
You know what's crazy is from what we pumped this morning, you can see the line.
It dropped.
Where it was.
Oh yeah, no, it's
died like 30 minutes ago.
It's already dropping. Like, it's dropping heavy. Yeah, so anyways, it's not like we're scrapping the project. I called Chad and I said, Chad, what would Chad do? Okay, we gotta figure, what would Chad do? So I said, do we bring in clay? Do we bring in a pack? And he said, here's the problem. In order for clay to actually work, you're gonna have to slope the sides and actually pack the rim, because even if the bottom had a liner in it, you're still gonna lose the seepage out the sides, which would mean we have to redo the whole thing, which means by the time we'd slope it, this whole thing would be just a lake. It wouldn't even be a hatchery, because by the time you actually do the slopes, and we didn't slope it because we wanted to make it easy for the seine net, but maybe that's where we messed up. Maybe we should have sloped the edges, but there's no way I'm that good to slope it, so I wouldn't be able to do it. Now I have Chad doing it. He's busy on the dam still, so it wouldn't have worked. So I think the solution is, I mean, the original plan still hasn't changed. We were just trying to pump some water, and hopefully it would have hold, we could get some fish in so we can get going. But what the plan was, the outflow for the lake was supposed to go into this creek on the other side of here, and then we would either pump it or drain it, somehow basically get the overflow, which should always happen because this lake is spring fed, and get the water to constantly trickle into, you know, that one, and it'll go into that one. You guys know the drill. The problem is, the lake isn't filling. We've had hardly any progress. It's barely filling. It's very low still. I mean, we've got like 10 feet of water to go. And the other thing Chad reminded me of is the water, when it comes up, is gonna go into places, you know, into all the ravines that it's never been, and you're gonna have the same problem where there's seepage. Eventually, if you just pump this thing 24 hours a day, eventually it would hold water. At some point, it'll kind of seal itself, because it is clay. It's not like we're pumping into sand. So Chad basically told me, either you get liners for all of these, which would be probably $100,000, or you wait for the lake to fill, which could be next week, which could be 2 years, could be next decade. We don't know how long it's going to take for the lake to fill up. We're in a drought, but we actually have had some rains over the last few weeks. I don't know, I think we've had 4 or 5 inches of rain, and the lake's not moving. I had big dreams, folks. I had big dreams, big hopes, big aspirations in life, to have my own fish hatchery right next to my own lake, right next to my own cabin, which, while we're on Debbie Downer mode, okay, spoiler alert, if you made it to this point in the video, you're probably an OG, so I'll tell you, but everyone else who clicked out, screw you, because you're not gonna get this little nugget. We're probably canceling the Barnuminium out here, for now. And you guys are like, oh my God, Flair, what else could go wrong? The reason why we're canceling it is, one, we still, to this day, I started in January, it's now like almost June. I have tried to get bids for the building, and I still haven't gotten anybody. Like, I've had like 6 companies try to give me bids, and nobody can give me a bid. Like, they have that much request for these Barnuminiums, because the supply, they can't. And then if you do get somebody to give you a bid, they're like, hey, it's gonna be $1 million in 2 years, which doesn't make sense for me, because I'm trying to get it done yesterday. That's just how I am with YouTube and whatever. So now you guys might be asking, well, what are you gonna do, Flair? You just spent all this money. I don't know what the move is. What we're thinking, and maybe, listen, I'm a big everything happens for a reason guy. So at some point, you just gotta trust the process. You just gotta take a deep breath and say, just calm down, Junior, okay? It's all gonna be fine. So I think for now, the plan is, I mean, the lake is done. Until the lake is full, nothing can happen here. And until the economy and COVID and supply chain demand and prices fix themselves, I don't think we're getting a Barnuminium out here either anytime soon. I mean, I got a quote for a barn or a shed that's about the same size as the one I built at my house, and it was 4 times the price of what I paid to have the one built at my house, which was in 2019 or 2020, don't get me wrong, but still 4x, same thing. So not a good deal. So I think what we're gonna do is we've got the land, we've got a beautiful property. The lake does have water in it, so you might see some stocking videos of the lake. We might just table the hatchery idea for now. And we do have a cabin. We already have a cabin. Sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. Sometimes you just need to take that turd and polish it up a little bit. So I think that's the next plan. Beefcake Construction, LLC, is going to attempt to renovate the cabin that's already here, to at least get it to where you're not gonna get bitten by some venomous spider and get some type of mold in your system that gives you cancer. Because right now, both of those are very likely to happen if you sleep in that cabin. I think we're gonna come in, Beefcake Construction with maybe Brad the Builder collaboration. He can bring in his professionals, we bring in our professionals. We gut the sucker, we put in, you know, new flooring, we maybe check for mold because it smells like there's mold in there. Maybe paint it, we wanna make it look good, but we also wanna like actually make it more functional. So we're talking about like moving walls, potentially building an addition. Like we don't wanna dump a ton of money into it, but when you're talking about the barnuminium that I had in my mind design costing like $500,000, you're like, you know what? Let's just take 20 of that and shuck it at the cabin that's already here and not waste the money. I want something that's nice enough to bring the family down, bring Macy, bring the baby. So our goal is to make the cabin that's already here Macy approved, not Ocean approved, not Beefcake approved, Macy approved, which is actually higher than OSHA. Okay, so that's pretty much the plan right now. Like I said, if you made it to this point, that was what you guys get to look forward to. And I would say most of the construction is probably gonna happen on the second channel, which will be linked down below if you guys wanna check it out. Not 110% sure. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see kind of what happens. So anyways, that's the update. We'll probably, he's rolling up the hoses. Jake's rolling up the hose. Yeah, we got a lot of cleanup to do. We got corrugated pipe everywhere. This all got done off camera the last couple of days because like, no, we're gonna get it done. We gotta get the water in the hatcheries. We gotta finish up the series strong. And I failed miserably. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions on how to get water in here that will stay, please comment down below, because Chad and I both know none of us can come up with an idea besides pumping it straight from the lake. The lake has to get bigger and more full. And then as far as the cabin goes, if you guys have watched the channel, you know what the cabin looks like. Let us know what you would do. Maybe we'll go up there in a future video and show you around and get some more feedback. Like I said, the second channel is probably where a lot of that is going to happen. And on this channel, hopefully we get back to doing some fishing. We do some survival challenges. We do some camping and get the farm animals back up and running. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you later and peace.